So, with stuff going on with Grandma, and got to make sure that anything happens, I'm attentive. But yes, this would help immensely if you guys log in and buy gas. You guys get money, I get money. Fun stuff. And what happened? It blacked out. Which is fine. Not a big deal. You guys already saw it. Go backwards. You'll see it. I'll tell you what, it's gotten hotter and hotter as the day goes on. Skies are blue. We can actually see the clouds. It's not a haziness. And it is already 80 degrees outside. Thank you all, whoever showed up in the last 3 streams that I've done today. Don't worry, we'll get out of this traffic soon enough. Soon enough. And again, my apologies for the abrupt turn off of the stream. Got the window cracked open so we can hear the outside. Might turn the AC back on because it's so hot. I was enjoying the cold weather. This is why I never complain about the cold weather. That Toyota truck on the left, right about there. Far left-hand lane. There you go, you saw him. You got an exhaust leak. So welcome in. I know this is not what you guys wanted to see. Nobody wants to see traffic. But it is a Friday at 2:41. Fridays suck because it's the next day. It's the very first day for start of the weekend. Milfy, I told you I'd be back. Don't forget to share this out. Get the rest of the guys back in here. We just got to get further down the road, and then we can open up and take off on some side roads. Yeah, yay, traffic, the most fun. Oh, Death Dealer says she don't care. Hey, what's going on, Stevie Mac? I got some ideas on stuff I want to edit. Milfy is causing the traffic. They're all looking to see where his ex-wives are. And I don't know if you know this, Milfy, but we figured out why you like MILFs. Especially the vampire ones. Because anything under 400 years old is not for you. Freaky Friday. There's a tiki place. There's quite a few tiki places, but there's one that I see off of one of the towns that I drive through, and it looks it looks upscaled, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming the drinks are a little bit pricier, but it's very interesting when I see it and I drive past it. And I keep telling myself one of these days I'm going to go to this tiki place, and it's like right on the water. I don't know if you guys see that on the right hand side. There's an undercover state trooper in a silver car there in the bushes all the way on the right. It's probably off our screen by now. Hiding. He's waiting for those guys to take that exit lane and then shift right on over to avoid all this traffic. Trying to catch those assholes that don't know how to drive or, you know, wait their fucking turn. If he wants to see cobwebs. Oh, Milfy, if that's the case, you better go find P. Diddy and borrow some stuff from him so you can moisturize the cobwebs. Yeah. Diddy might ask for a favor. Hey, Milfy, you know how to break up with a vampire? Take her out all night long and let her see the sunset or sunrise. Put up bumps. Nope. Yeah, that is the easy way to get rid of the ones you're tired of. Let her lose track of time. And like the Minions, open the curtains and surprise them. Hey, happy birthday! At least we're moving. So which is it, Milfy? Do you like Lady D or the daughters? Is there a preference, Milfy? You will take them all? Well, it's got to be one or the other. Which one? Lady D or the daughters? Because I know a lot of guys liked her yams and her flotation devices. But I believe mostly it was the yams that they liked. Because it was like Lady D yams or Chung Li yams. Oh shoot, we just passed Sir Henry's. Like I said, we'll be back next month to go check them out. Make sure you guys watch the Sir Henry videos. Make sure you comment on Sir Henry videos. Even tag Sir Henry's in my videos that you comment. That would greatly help me out. I don't need it with them. They're already good friends. But I want to show that I'm making a difference. The three daughters? Yeah. I don't like skeletons like that, if you know what I mean. But I also don't like, not a fan of turkey thighs. And there's nothing wrong with that. And don't forget, we got merch. We got the old merch store popping up. We also got some of the new merch store. I still have old merch at the old merch store that I've yet to take down because I am slowly trying to still find replacements on the new merch store for the old merch store stuff. If you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Alright, we're getting off the highway here. We're gonna open up. And hopefully not run into any more traffic. But you know what's gonna happen as the time gets closer and closer to 5 o'clock, or actually 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock, they usually start building up the traffic. And it just progressively gets worse, especially for Fridays. 3 o'clock only because it's Friday and people want to leave early to start their weekend early. Oh, come on. And here's a little cheat too. When traffic's this backed up here in this part of town, there's a little side road you could take as an exit. Guess what? It's also an on-ramp too. So you could say, oops, I missed my exit. I guess I'll have to continue back on the road I was originally on. But it's flowing now, so I really don't need to do that. But like I said, I'm going around. We're gonna hit some back roads. But yeah, this will go straight and then merge back on. So you got this exit, and you got the next exit, which is also an on-ramp. So here's this exit's off-ramp, and now the on-ramp is coming up. And here's your on-ramp. But we're going to take this exit. It's the same thing further up. As you go straight, the on-ramp merges in, and then you merge in back onto the highway. But like I said, we just drove right alongside all the cars. I was just in front of me, so doing something like that, only if there's like an accident. I generally don't do that any other time because there's no need. The road opens up. Now that the sun's not baking on me, it feels a little cooler in here. You guys have any questions? Milfy brought it up. We got the haunted house that's coming up next month. It's Sir Henry's Ghost Town and Barbecue. How's the weather over here? It's over 80 degrees, man, and I got the window down and it's hot. And the sun was baking on me. Now it's on the opposite side. Hopefully I won't have much more sun. But yeah, this vampire is sweltering. This is why I don't complain about the heat or the cold, whatever. I don't complain about the cold when Florida gets cold. I throw an extra jacket, and I usually wear shorts, so it's very rare to see me in pants unless I'm at work. And even the pants that I have are thin. You can't wear thick, heavy pants down here. Everything's got to be thin. So even the shorts are like moisture wicking to help with the heat. Where am I located? I am located in Central Florida. Thanks for stopping in, Jerome Smith. I appreciate you coming in and commenting and hanging out with us. Also, if you guys have any questions, we just did Tales of Terror, Leprechaun's Curse, The Return. So that's up on the channel. I did drop the 360 video of the haunts today. I also dropped Breaking Bread with Dread, number 43, an hour before that, with Carlo talking about AI until the music kicked in and then said nope. It's like the AI knew that we were talking about it and they cranked it up. Any plans for me and Death Dealer this weekend? Yes, we plan on going to MegaCon. So we're normally I would have been there already since Thursday night, but because we are planning, not guaranteeing just yet until I know for sure, but the plan is to go up for Perry's 10-year anniversary that event that he's doing. So working extra just to make sure that this still happens. And because of that, I did not buy the tickets. Hotel tickets last year were $600, and normally I spend like $300 on a nice hotel. This one here was the hotel behind the hotel, and that hotel was shady. They actually have a roll cage that closes up the office, so they only have certain office hours. Where the hotel in the front, there's somebody there 24/7. They don't. It's all open. Nothing. Nobody's behind glass. None of that. And it's the same freaking hotel. So tell me how the hotel behind literally the same franchise, same hotel, but they operate as two separate hotels. And oh my God, I was scared to sleep there. I slept on top of the covers because I was afraid of what was inside the covers. If that makes any sense, that's how shady that was. And that was $600 for a couple nights. Not doing that again. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Stevie. They were huddled up too, scared for their lives. So, nah. Luck I didn't see anything like that. If I'd seen that, I would have been like, I'm out. I want a refund. But, yeah. Not fun. Not fun at all. So this year we're just going to do one day. And it's, right now it's still up in the air. But the plan is to go tomorrow. And Carlo from 4GQ TV is there currently. And he said it's huge. It's bigger than it was last year. And last year they hit record numbers. How's that? So doing that last year, and this year's even bigger. I'm waiting for those announcements. But we got something else planned. Towards the end of the year. I just got to find out if it's going to interfere with Halloween. If it interferes with Halloween, I got to back out. So it's going to be one of those things that I didn't think about until I was told about it. Okay, just so you see it. There you go. Scan the picture, take a picture of it, scan it. That is upside. That is how I do my traveling, and any little bit helps. Jenny, what's going on? Hello, thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you can do another live video from one of these events. I'm going to try to. It's harder to do live videos, especially at those type of events, because there's so many people. And am I going to make this? Thank you. I made it. There's so many people that the cell reception gets dwindled. The MegaCon convention is really hard also because you're talking about vendors, you're talking about the patrons that go in there, just the mass amount of building that even if you log into Wi-Fi, it's hard to get signal. Even when we go to Tampa Bay Comic Con, it's a smaller venue. But we actually have to go out closer to the windows to get any signal. I don't know what type of corn this is. But just imagine it being spooky and dark. This would be definitely your road. One of your roads. I like the windy roads, actually. Switch over here, give this guy a little bit of space, and slide back over. Did you guys see the leprechaun haunt? I took Mom with me, and Mom had a good time. We were going to stream afterwards on the way home, but we got to talking. And we were talking about how much of a good time we had and all the cool things we saw, and again, some things, because there was a sideshow out there, and it was just really cool to like reminisce of what we just saw. But usually I do that on on the live stream on Files of Horror. But by the time I thought about it, we already talked about everything, and I didn't want to force the conversation because we were just having a good time talking. Death was home with bated breath to find out what we thought. And it's the Leprechaun, the Tales of Terror. Basically the haunt, right? Their haunt is 18 and up. So they had people filling out forms before you can enter. And then when they saw us and we said, yeah, we're media, they're like, all right, no problem, go ahead. Because we're like, what's going on? What's it taking so long to get us in here? But they were also looking at IDs to make sure nobody was in there under the age of 18. Tales of Terror knows my daughter, knows she's underage, And even when I talked to the owner, she said, hey, and I said, you know, hey, the wife really wanted to come, but she wasn't feeling good. Mom's been wanting to come, so tonight it's the 2 of us instead of the 3 of us. Mom was supposed to come with us to Sir Henry's Valentine's, but she had other obligations. She was, you know, again, she's a costume designer. She was making a wedding dress for some friends. And talk about a wedding dress. I'm talking about custom wedding dresses that she makes. She's made outfits for Katy Perry. And when she gets under those contracts, she literally abides by the NDA. We don't know until they present the video. She won't even tell us until the video goes live of her wearing the dress at that time. But yeah, she's like, where's Tiny Giant? And I was like, well, you know, this is 18 and up. She's, you know, she's not 18. She's like, it's just the mannequins out here. There's nothing really that would have been that bad. We just advertise 18 and up because of how bad it could get. And with 18 and up, less idiots running around. You have more less children to babysit for somebody else, if you know what I mean. So being 18 and up, you can't just drop off your kids and say have a good time and then leave. So that's the thing. But she said Tiny Giant can show up anytime she wants. I'm still not bringing Tiny Giant out there. Nothing against them. It's just being that is 18 and up, I think it would be irresponsible of me to bring her somewhere like that, even if I could and I know the people that own the place would allow it to happen. I know I didn't show it, but last year they, was it not this past Christmas, not this past Halloween, it was last year, so the following, the year prior, so that would have been 2004, we went for their Christmas event, and they had a stage, a DJ, and I guess they decided to do a burlesque show. So yeah, we didn't know what they were going to have, if they're going to do that again. Again, trying to be a attentive and protective parent. Like I said, nothing against them. I know most of the stuff that they do is not that bad. You guys saw the videos. Not that bad. Sometimes there's like a little bit of vulgarity, but it's a good haunt. So when she gets a little bit older, she can go. I just would hate to get them in trouble to let my daughter in there when they say it's 18 and up and, she's under 18. We got that just happened. I believe all the videos are released now for Tales of Terror's Leprechaun's Curse, The Return. And I'm looking forward to Sir Henry's. I gotta get another memory card. The memory card I had at Tales of Terror crapped out on me. It would not even let me format the drive. That's pretty bad. drive in there and it just locks up. And I haven't had that camera for a year yet, which really pisses me off. I bought it specifically for the night haunts. You know, here I am. I hit record. I thought everything was good to go. I get out of the first haunt and I look over and I'm like, oh man, I guess I didn't turn it on. I mean, it was powered on, but I didn't hit record. Not a big deal. It's a short haunt. When we do the second haunt, which is the bigger haunt, it's like a 10-minute haunt, but apparently Mom and I made the haunt through in 7 minutes. So depending on how slow you are, that haunt could be 10 minutes long or it could be 7 minutes long. I don't know why it was 7 minutes long for us. I mean, it wasn't like we ran through it. We just walked and, you know, enjoyed the show. Oh yeah, that haunt also has 3 levels of interaction. You can do the lowest level, which is the handle with kid gloves, I guess you would say. And we chose that one because, one, we don't like being touched. We think personal space in a haunt needs to be very limiting, but without touching. You know, you want to intimidate, but you don't want to touch. They did have another one where they would touch you and do stuff. And then you had the extreme level. The extreme level, you were to wear clothes you do not want to wear any longer, because your clothes may get damaged, aka stained. So one of the first places was poop. One of the next at the very end, there was blood. I have no idea what was in between. But yeah, they simulated all of that. And we're happy. My whole thing was, look, I can't afford all my gear to get damaged. So I will take the baby route. I don't care. I got no issues with it. Yeah, that one place did get shut down. Like I said, I won't talk about the name or any of that stuff. But yeah, that place was torturing people to make them give up. People had PTSD by the time they left there because they were torturing people so bad. Because if you could take the abuse, you would get like $10,000 or something like that. I forget what it was. If you can handle the abuse. I mean, they literally took you and buried you alive. That, you know, I mean, there was so much that they did that even in war, the Japanese were not that torturous to the POW. Maybe not, but you know what I'm saying. I'm overplaying it, but yeah, they were bad though. They were bad. The guy got arrested finally for the abuse that he's done on people. To me, that's not a haunted house. A haunted house should be stuff making noises that you don't know where it's at. Like an actual ghost doing stuff, moving stuff. Specters popping out at you. Creepy people, not abusive. Under the guise of, Oh, it's just a haunted attraction. No. That's, again, why we don't do touch. We don't do any of that stuff. We don't perform in a haunted house that does that. And we don't do it ourselves. And we do not select that as an option for us. There's another haunt in our vicinity of haunts that they have had SA allegations, but because they're owned by a lawyer group, you know what happens? They find ways to make it go away like it never happened. And when the cops got called out, don't know who that person was, they never worked here. Are you kidding me? So we have yet to go to that place. And I've got friends that have gone there and they said they had a great time. But you put on that necklace, they can take you away from your group. And that's literally what happened. One of them was two volunteers scare acting in a room, and the one essayed the other one away from the cameras. You've had denials and allegations disappear. I've also seen corporations go there for their not really a corporate retreat, but like a corporate party type deal, you know, something, you know, businesses will do that for their employees, and they'll have like a bonding thing. I've seen it. I've passed it around. I've gone there, wrongfully accused of doing something stupid and being drunk, and stupidity ensues when they weren't. And then they look at the people that were like behind them, and they were the ones. Company got the blame, and their employees got kicked out. Now explain that one. So when you see stuff like that, and they're like, oh, we have you on video, and you still got the wrong person, I don't trust them. They've had lawsuits because they also have a snow park. People have gotten hurt on the snow park. Lawsuits. They've also miraculously vanished. Talking about payoffs, talking about threats, whatever. I don't know the full scoops because they vanish. I've heard stories. So all I can tell you, it's all allegations. So allegedly, yeah. And there is a special place in hell for those type of people. Exactly. Sometimes you wish that they would get there faster than normal. Ah, that was a leprechaun coach that just passed us. They also have a what's it called, a zip line tree park. So you got some obstacle courses up in the trees, some zip lines, and unfortunately I want to go to all three, but I refuse to go to any of them. Will not patronize them. I will not call them out. If you guys know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. If you don't, it's not that hard to figure it out. And that's why we don't do touch. I mean, all you have to do is reach over to grab someone's arm and they turn, and next thing you know, you have a boob in your hand. So yeah, no, we don't do that. And it keeps people from making accusations because you're given space and we're nowhere near that close to you. I don't know what you type, Milfy, but I see you looking at something. Yeah. Whatever it was, yeah. We'll just say that. Yeah. That's why we love Sir Henry's. People, I tell you. But yes, that's why we love Sir Henry's. They keep it professional. Like I said, we got the scare act there, so we got to see the behind the scenes on how they operate, and they protect their own people as well as they protect their guests. They make sure that nobody gets hurt. I've seen a few people that were heavily intoxicated, and then their partner is heavily pissed off because they got escorted off the property because she was going to either hurt herself or hurt somebody else because she was that intoxicated. And to me, I don't care. Hey, what's going on, Perry? That's funny. But yeah, I don't care if you have a drink. That's your own prerogative. I don't care. To me, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. However, everything in moderation. If you don't have everything in moderation, too much, you might think you're having a good time, but you're not, and you won't be when you get escorted off of property, or end up with some shiny new bracelets. Those are always fun. Yes, Perry, exactly. Hey man, I got no issues with acting like kids, but be responsible about it. Don't blame somebody else. Take ownership of your own screw up. You know, I still say I don't need to be drunk to do stupid stuff. I still do stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I've been around long enough to know, okay, certain things you may not want to do because of this, and that. And today's society is not the same as it was, 30, 40 years ago. We could do stuff 30, 40 years ago you can't do today. There was stuff that I remember being as a kid, being jealous that I wanted to be able to do that fun stuff. And we couldn't do that because it was illegal now. Stealing a car to go joyriding. You got busted, not a big deal. Drove the car back home where you got it. Had to knock on the neighbor's door to tell him, hey, I'm sorry. And you paid restitution. You paid for his gas, but you didn't destroy the car. You didn't joyride. You didn't you didn't wreck it. You didn't run away from the cops when they chased you. You know what I mean? Nowadays, talking about felonies and stuff. You even look at somebody funny and don't even realize that you're looking at them funny. They take offense. I would tell my nieces and nephews stories of stuff, stupid stuff that we would do, and laugh at it, and then turn around and realize, oh, don't do that, because you're not allowed to do that. You'll really get in trouble, and I can't have you blaming me for telling you a funny story. Funny in this day and age. And yes, the new merch shop is still up and running. I'm still transferring from the old to the new. I'm still working on some new designs to add to for this season. I'm hoping to do it sooner than later. But right now we are working for the cause to be able to fly up and do the 10-year anniversary at Game Complainers Place. And what I hear is he's going to have a podcast station set up, so if you want to jump on, they're going to be live the whole time, and you can just sit down and start podcasting. I've already forewarned him. I'm the naked podcaster. I will show up and nakedly sit down on those chairs and podcast. Woo is right. I think it'll be worth it, Perry. I think it'll be worth it. Because you'll have how many personalities sitting down at any moment to talk to the chat, to talk to whoever, another one of the personalities. You may have a whole group of us trying to talk into a couple microphones, and there'll be like 30 of us sitting there trying to talk into 2 mics. So yeah, it would be very. There could be interviews, because as far as I know, Perry's going to have a spread there. So you know what that means? You got DREADPOOL, you got food, you got a personality. We can have a speed dating version of Breaking Bread with Dread. Maybe we'll simulcast that on the DREADPOOL channel and the Game Complainers channel. Who knows? Everything's possible. Anything's possible. We can have a Breaking Bread with Dread and a wrestling match breakout. How about them apples? Oh man, what's in Vegas? Nothing except broken hearts. And he's married, so escorts should be out of the question. let's see. Vegas or the Amico trip that I had. Yeah, the Amico trip was the one that's more fun because I've made these friends here. I've made friendships here because of the Amico. And because of that, I've made more friendships through those friendships. And not only that, I've hooked up friends to other friends and expanded the community. What's Vegas gonna do? Nothing but leave you brokenhearted and penniless. You hear that, Noof? Yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for the STDs. Oh shit, yeah. Noof in Vegas. That would be a funny movie. Now think about this. He's gonna go to Vegas and he's gonna want to put the coins in. And guess what Vegas doesn't do anymore? Coins. You know what else they do? You want to give a guess? Cards. Money is virtual. There's nothing physical. I can see Noof ranting left and right about that. Yeah, your wallet certainly does stay in there. Although, usually your wallet comes home with you. It's just a lot lighter. Look at them. They're painting arrows. At least he was. I guess they gave up. They don't accept coins, no. You do cards now. I'm sure they still have. They'll take hundreds, they'll take bills, stuff like that. But it's all digital now. A lot of it. Last time I went, everything was digital. Well, last time I went in Vegas, not everything was digital, but that's where they were headed to. You had your card, and your card had all your money on it. When you won your jackpot, it would just make the noise. Money wouldn't come out. You just slide it on the card. Yeah, Perry. I did the same thing. I took a whole bunch of those pamphlets that they were handing out. I mean, they weren't just handing them out; they were shooting them out like confetti. I grabbed a whole bunch and brought them back home. And my girlfriend at the time was like, "What the hell are you doing with these?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it." And my buddy Threelos is like, blah, 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 blah. That guy got a birthday card full of them. He opened up a box full of the rest of them. So yeah. I guess I'm not making this one. She went before she met me, so I was like, why the hell does this even have all these on the DVD case? She had no place to put them, so she hid them in there. Oh boy, that's funny. No, that was my plan. As soon as I saw that, and you know, and they drive those billboards up and down the road, and you know, it's a truck with a big old sign on the side, and it's got all the advertisements with all the escorts and this and that. So there's trucks all over the place in Vegas about that. So they push it hard. No pun intended. Yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, all right, we're gonna mess with Relos. I'm sure now TSA would be like, you mean to tell me you can't just use one? You don't need just one? You gotta take a ton of pamphlets? So when she gave it to you, I know the figure skating movie you're talking about, Will Ferrell and the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. Did she forget she had him in there when she gave you the DVD to pop in? Oh my God, this is so boring. What's going on? We should be moving. Just opened it to copy the DVD and found them. That's funny. At least she didn't look at you and was like, "You got some splaining to do. What are you doing with all these?" I'm trying to blame you. She forgot where they were, so she told me why and how she got them. LOL. That's funny. At least she didn't gaslight you as to thinking it. She thought you did it. No, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the flyers. I'll hide it. I hide those flyers in a movie nobody wants to watch. All right, at least we got cars coming, which means we should get an opening to go the other way. That's funny. Yeah, you know, it's funny when you put stuff like that away. I still have one of those fake dollar bills that I got at one of the concerts, and I put it in the Nevermind CD case from Nirvana. I still know that it's in there, but I haven't thought about that case in forever. I want to say there was more than just that in there, but there nothing like those pamphlets. But it was $1 from a concert. Like I said, it was a fake dollar, so it's not nothing to worry about, to be like, oh, maybe it's going to be priceless in the future. No, it's still going to be priceless, worthless, priceless. Nobody would want to put a price on it. Priceless. I can fall asleep out here. There's some shade over there on the right-hand side in the grass. Put up a hammock and just chill out. Ah, the air's kind of warm. It's not as cool as it was a couple hours ago. It was a nice cool breeze a couple hours ago. Don't forget, new merch store. Keep an eye on it. Eventually something will drop in there that's new, so if you don't have it, go ahead, shop for it. I thought about making a couple shirts exclusive for like a certain year, and then it's gone forever. Thought about it. I also don't like, it's kind of one of those, I hate when it's gone forever, because now if you want to get it afterwards, or you didn't know about it, now you can't get it. And it's like, it's nice to be part of that exclusivity club, but at the same time, it kind of stings. That's why I haven't done it yet. I think the only one that I could think of right now that I would do like that, if I did one, would be like a New Year's DREADPOOL party shirt. That way, the new year would have its own exclusivity. Some of these guys look happy to be out here. It's so hot. At least we're moving. Had I known it was going to be this bad, I would have taken some other shortcuts. I need to hurry up and get my 107. If I get my part 107, not only could I be a reverend, I'll be a pilot. Actually, I'm already a reverend, but I could be a pilot too. What's going on, Wicked? How was work today? You having a good time? I'll have a lot of content. I'm assuming you're talking about meeting up with you guys and all that. For the 10-year anniversary. I think on the one side, yes, I would have a lot of content. On the other side, I would probably be having too much fun to think about recording. So it's like one of those double-edged swords. Exactly, everybody will be there. Oh, that's cool, man. I know Tiny Giant would love that. Ice cream shop down the road. She'll enjoy that ice cream. I don't know about you guys, but I'd love to hit one of these old-time farms. Do a beehive. I think that would be fun. Well, let's go straight. I think I could go through that neighborhood and take a shortcut, but I don't know that neighborhood well enough. Man, yeah, Tiny Giant will be there. Yeah, we might have a hard time getting her out of there. Candy, cakes, and ice cream. That sounds like heaven right now with all this heat. Ice cream. Yeah, I want to turn here. Alright, I think so. I think I want to turn here. Wait. I made it. Pink works there a few times a week. Oh, nice. I'm sure she'll be happy to be Pink's sidekick over there. Maybe we could put her to work. You want treats? You gotta work. You want ice cream? You gotta scoop it for other people first. You gotta go to work, kid. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think I want to find out exactly how nuts those people are. I already see it all over the news. I don't even know if I'd even want to deal with them, let alone put you guys out of business because I decided to take matters under my own hands. Fred's gonna get the stunner when I see him. What do you think's gonna happen to those idiots? And Fred only just decided not to stop. And those guys are gonna piss me off? You ever heard that saying, hold smash? I'll be hailed a hero. I can see it now. Bigfoot goes ape shit in ice cream shop. Puts family out of business. Oh, now he's going to be back in October, huh? Is that another wedding? Fred got another wedding. He said he's going to stop. You know, when he was in college, he still didn't give it the old college try. You think I'm going to believe him when he says that after he got to college? Yeah, another wedding for him. Did he ever ask that GameStop girl that doesn't like him? Did he ever ask her out? Maybe there's a reason why she doesn't like him. She wants him to spend money on her. And that's the only way she can get him to spend money is by overpaying GameStop prices. She was a thief. Yeah, well, she tried stealing your games because she wanted you guys to come back. She's like, bring that Fred boy back over here. We can play games. Yeah, I don't trust crazy like that, man. It sucks that, you know, you guys have to deal with that too. Yeah, I see. Again, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm just joking around, but yeah, that's BS. If you really wanted that stuff, you should have bought it yourself. Not steal from somebody that already paid for it. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, looks like we may be going a long way around. Come on, man. Shit or get off the pot. I gotta do something here. I'm not used to being here in this time of day for this traffic pattern. And it sucks. I still got to get to this place before they close. Are you kidding me? Everybody's turning here? Except for this guy. This guy here wants to turn, and he's blocking a straight lane. Oh boy. Starting 324, new speed limit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It was for a customer, not even you. Oh, that would really piss me off. We're gonna have to like detour. This is kind of why I like the night drives. I'm not sitting around in the hot heat, all this traffic, and idiots that don't know what they're doing, let alone expecting them to drive. And no, I'm not gonna run all the way down and then shift over. I'm actually gonna detour because this is BS. That shouldn't be this bad. I bet you. Yeah, there you go. There's somebody shifting over now. I bet you some of this. Oh no, it looks like it is going all the way down. Or is that just coming this way? I wonder how much of it is the light and how much of it is everybody's trying to go. I think some of it's just heavy traffic and the light. But we're not going to be those douchebags that go all the way up to pass all these cars and shift over. Not even a psych. Come on, the road's open. Boop, boop. I'm in a freaking turn lane, and these guys are still trying to shift over to the straight lane. Yeah, from what I can tell, big old gas truck went. There's a box truck behind it going awfully slow. Yeah, that idiot finally moved out of the way. Now everybody that wants to go right is turning right. Look at that. Two more idiots on the left, shifted over left, cutting people off. Yeah, it sucks not, waiting, but come on, man. You don't know how bad I want to go in that left lane right there to go straight. But I committed to this turn. It just dawned on me where I'm at. I am in the area of the place that shall not be named. Because lawyers. And the allegations. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Wouldn't mind living on one of these farms. See, farm stand open right there. There's the farm stand. Oh, looks like they got some honey. Can't tell what else is in there. But there's jars. You're in Kuros, Greece. I know that very well. Of course the road is very well. Who doesn't know this road? This road is from the gods, my ancestors. Really sucks, but at least I'm still headed in the direction I need to go. Down the road of my ancestors. The Hellenic people paved this road from the old times. Carlo, what's going on? Looks like Greece. Yes, it does. Lady Sky, what's going on? Williams Produce. I think he said it was open. Wonder what kind of produce he has. Probably got some squash, pumpkins, tomatoes, peppers. So now, just so you know, if you drive here at night, you can say this place lit up. This is the place that shall not be visited ever. Because of SA allegations. Also, oh, you can't see it because of the trees. Alright, I'll let you see it. See that mound? Once we get past some of these. There's a skating rink. And all that still park in Florida, or at least that's their advertisement. And you know what I say? Fuck them. They'll never get my money as much as I can help it. You know how they say never say never. So what if they sell? What if somebody else buys it? Are they going to be held liable for the past of somebody else's sins? Whoa, 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 what just happened? I hope you thank yourself for the gift of membership. Sent one gift membership. Oh, thanks you. Thank you. Who got it? I can't see who got it. But whoever got it, congratulations! You are a member! You are a DREADite through and through. And you can thank Carlo for that. And the basic membership as a DREADite is much appreciated. Ooh, over here on the right, they had big old spiders and a cobweb and a skeleton and I think a witch, if I recall. During Halloween, they had that all outside. So anyway, what I have been doing is some of the members only videos that are supposed to be for the next level. I've moved some members only videos down as a bonus to those on the lower level. Just so you know, you have certain access to certain videos and certain other videos you don't. It just depends on the level. YouTube did that? Sure it did. Don't request your money back. Cody won't be happy that he's a member and then found out that he lost his membership because you had to take your membership back that you gifted him. Make sure you guys congrat Cody. Let him know. I know he probably got a message to let him know that he's a member, that he's a DREADite. But yeah, let him know. Man, how far up am I going? I thought that there'd be a road here that I needed to keep going the opposite direction. As far as I know, that's a dirt road that don't lead to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still going the right heading. There's lots of mountains in Mipos. Mipos pos series. Όσο κοντά στη θάλασσα είναι. Now try to figure out what I just said. Perry just became a member too. Hey, congrats, Perry. Thank you for the membership. Be like Perry. I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys don't have to do that, but it definitely helps the channel out so we can go to places. And right now, we are trying to go to places like the 10-year anniversary. I believe Mike and Peter from Next Level Gaming will be there. Back from the Dead will be there. Wicked Hot will be there. If I recall, Wicked Hot said something about Wild Baits, and his friend will be there. Although didn't they just talk about it was just his friend, he had a +1. So is it Wild Baits is a +1, or is it another friend? Asking for a friend. And obviously the usual suspects: Perry, Anthony, Frank, and Fred. Why does it smell like tires burning out here? DREADPOOL's headed to Sparta and then Rome. Yes. Yes. The Romans invented how to steal pizza from Greeks and label it their own. Because pizza is a derivative of pita. Which is flatbread with sauce and meat. Just like they stole our gods and renamed our gods, Italians stole our food. Yes, rise, son of dread. Oh, yeah, the Damioto. Oh, that's right, Stevie's coming up. We got to get Carlo to go up. Carlo, you going or not? Make up your mind. Perry, just watch out. I don't know if you know this, Perry, but Carlo's Italian. And those Italians stole pizza from the Greeks when we made pita. And we put it in the oven. We put sauce and meat on it. So watch out when Carlo goes up there. He might have a video game store right across the street. And Perry, your store, even the logos, have a very Greek reference. Carlo's gonna steal that Greek reference and turn it into Italian. So watch out. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Italy didn't steal from the Greeks, but the whole world did, just about. The whole free world learned how to be a free man from the Greeks. It's called democracy. Perry, they're all cool people until you piss them off. Trust me, I know. Fred will find out. Fred will find out. So, anyway. See? You know. Oh boy, do you know. So did you guys like the Greek accent sliding out a little bit there? And just think, I wasn't even yelling, I was just talking. Sometimes we just talk. That's all it is talk. Yeah, it's funny. It's because it's legit. Oh, come on. I gotta hurry up and get there. I did want to go straight, but we can always make the turn later. There's another turn. I just didn't feel like sitting behind a whole bunch of cars. Oh, really? Oh, man, Carlo, I'm sorry to hear that. And for all of you that don't understand what Carlo and I are talking about, I tell you what right now, it's an inside story. You will never hear it from my mouth. But you'll know what you hear from me. Nothing. Maybe a ha and a ha ha. When Fred finds out what a Greek stunner is. It's going to be a stone cold Greek stunner. Because I'm going to give him a ha and a ha ha. And then he wakes up the next day. It'll be back like he was a kid waking up next Tuesday after he found out that his parents were upset because he went into the basement and he broke the washing machine and flooded the basement with blue milk. You can make some mean Greek fries. How can you make some mean Greek fries and yet your wife, the first time she's with us, has Greek fries? No, 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 no. We will flood the basement with green milk, with blue milk, with pink milk. We will make it psychedelic for him so he won't even know that he is drowning. Yes, she doesn't cook anything. You cook. Why have you not make the Greek fries for your wife? She has to come down to Florida, meet that dealer face to face for the first time, and then sit down next to her to have some Greek fries. Och, takay mano. There's that truck that I was behind, right there waiting at the light. I still beat them back onto the same road. Yes, that is the Red Robin incident. That is why you must never be in a hurry. Because when you're in a hurry, time slows down. Everybody's drive slow. They're not even considerate enough to be like Fred and say, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going, out of the way. Come on. I got so much time to get there. As long as I step in the door, I should be good. Carlo, you want to hear something funny? I left the last place at 1:15. I'm headed to this next place, and it's taken me this long to get here. It's already been over 3 hours I've been sitting in this car. Been sitting in this car for over 3 hours just to get to this next job site. Yeah, I think not. I think not. Carlo, I will Uber to pick you up from MegaCon after I pick up your wife's car. How about them apples? We'll let you in your wife's car. Her beautiful pink car with the eyelashes and the smile on the grill. I will happily drive it down to pick you up and be your Uber driver. After you go to Red Robin. And people will look at me funny in your wife's pink car with eyelashes as I'm wearing a gas mask, so you can't see who I am. Other than a crazy guy driving a pink car with another guy next to him. We may even get pulled over by Homeland Security. How about them apples? The road opens up. Boy, does the road open up. I need a breather from all this sitting down. That is crazy. Oh, a little bit of water, quench my thirst, and now I'm opening up a Dove chocolate. I will repeat my history lesson. Dove chocolate was made by a Greek. I should have known. I would have brought her some Dove chocolate. I prefer the dark chocolate. And the only reason why I prefer the dark chocolate This is actually healthier for you. Granted, it doesn't have the right amount of cacao for all the healthy benefits, but it's healthier. And everybody else doesn't like dark chocolate in the family, so I don't have to worry about how fast I eat it. That was so good. Oh my God. I needed that sugar rush from the chocolate. Stop and get Lucky Charms, it'll put you in the hospital. Nah, that's okay. That's okay. The funny thing is, I've never cared for Lucky Charms. I don't like the way that the marshmallows squeak on your teeth. There's a certain squeak that they do on your teeth when you're chewing on them. I can't stand it. It's because they're fake marshmallows. Lucky Charms, you need Pepto right now? I wish you luck, my friend. I wish you luck. When did they put the fire station over here? Someone's building a nice new house. Pretty big house, too. Not quite mansion, but it's big, pretty big. Sounds like a blast. Purple Pepto ice cream. Ah, nice. Sounds like a blast, literally. So I guess you would say pun intended. Come on, you got the straightaway, brother. There you go. I mean, sister. Oops. I think I turned down the wrong road. I thought this was a main road to get me where I was going. Oh, look, a house for sale. Yeah, it is a house for sale. I was wondering if it was going to be just a lot. This is the side of Florida where it's like... But I do like the covered canopy. Covered canopy works for me. I don't even know what road I'm on. Oh, good. It's a stop sign over there. I was worried I was pulling out in front of a car. Couldn't see him past the trees. See, this is the kind of road I like. Nice curvy roads. Curvy, like my women. Or should I say woman? I don't have women anymore. I have woman. Kamame, what's going on? You missed all the festivities. We've been going out for 2 hours partying without you. Wondering where the hell you've been. We even talk Greek. We talk Greek to everybody. We talk about how the Italians stole from the Greeks. And you weren't even here. Hey, Latinas aren't the only ones that are curvy. Why do I say with the Latino accent? No! Should I say with a British accent? Because, you know, they don't have as much curviness. The Brits don't have curviness like this, do they? I don't know. You was hung over Jim in the sauna. I don't know what you and Jim were doing in the sauna, but I'm not sure this is the type of place to talk about that. And you did some sort of Raccoon City last night? Ooh. And you're driving home. Anyway, we really appreciate you stopping in. I know I'm just playing with you, brother. I hope you had a good time last night. Thanks for the invite that you never sent us to go party with you. in a wildlife area. Look, kids. This is the wildlife area. It's a middle school. Is it a middle school? I don't even know if this is some sort of health department. Oh yes, wildlife area. They've got playgrounds. You thought wildlife meant deer and bears and possums? Oh my. No. We're talking about the little crotch goblins. Yeah, it was fun. I'm sorry, LOL. Yeah, that's alright, brother. That's alright. At least you had a good time. Just next time, don't forget to invite me. Carla will drive me all the way up there, and the two of us will be the bearded brothers. We'll be the bearded brothers having a good time partying with Kamame. And we'll even swing by and pick up Harry and Milfy. Now, if Pink wants to go, that's up to her. So yeah, just chilling. Oh man, I gotta get there in 10 minutes. I am about 14 minutes away. Crap. It's gonna suck to turn around and drive back. And that's great. Now I got a bus in front of me that's gonna slow my ass down. Come on, let them crotch goblins out. Let's go. I gotta get started on my beard growing. Yes, you do. I'll tell you a secret. The secret is olive oil. Put some olive oil in there. You don't need all the fancy stuff. Get some good Greek Kalamata olive oil. You got to get the extra virgin Kalamata. Make sure it's Kalamata. If it's not Kalamata and it's some other thing that you get at the supermarket, don't get it. I'll tell you why. Actual olive oil you can put in the refrigerator and will not solidify. We found one that we thought was suitable to replace the Kalamata olive oil. I marinated some meat and the olive oil solidified like lard. And it's supposed to be single source extra virgin olive oil. And it turned to lard in the refrigerator. And you don't want those ones, again, like I said, the grocery store ones, because they get it from Italy, Spain, Greece, Argentina. I mean, they get it from all over the place, and they mix it all together, so it's not pure. So what you got to do is you got to go to a like one of those Greek butcher shops, one of those Greek delis, and ask them for the Kalamata oil. You get the Kalamata extra virgin oil, and yeah, you're good to go. You want French fries? You want to make your own French fries that are healthy? You use olive oil to cook the French fries. And the best part is, you don't have to salt the French fries. The French fries taste extraordinary. So no salt, and it's healthier. The guy next door from me has a massive beard. You guys should meet up. Large Marge. Once I get into a better money situation or a better career, I'd love to come visit you guys. Yeah, man. No worries. Once that's available to you, let us know. We'll go to Disney. We'll go to Epic Universe. We'll just hang around town. We'll go to some of the local places. Hell, we'll even go towards. We'll drive, a couple hours away. Go to Tarpon Springs. I don't mind driving a couple hours. We'll take you to Hellas, where Pink Pickles had her Greek fries for the first time. Even though Perry knows how to make Greek fries, and he could have made Greek fries for Pink Pickles at any point in time, but he chose not to. He chose to let myself and Death Dealer expose Pink Pickles to Greek fries for the first time. Yeah, man, like I said, everything's planned out ahead of time. Everything and anything's possible. It's just, it's hard to do when people just show up. And I know my brother just showed up for Grandma's funeral. He showed up because Grandma was sick. She went into hospice, and we didn't know how much longer she was going to be. So that's where I've been at for the past couple weeks, was dealing with that. And then we had Grandma's funeral on Friday, and that very same night, I asked my brother, I was like, yo, what are your plans for tonight? And he had plans with some of the family, so I said, okay, this is what I got going on. I just want to let you know in case, you want to, tell me something sooner than later. He's like, no, you got a good opportunity there, go get it. Don't let me stop you. So I went to Tales of Terror with Mom, got video and experienced a St. Patty's haunt, or not really a St. Patty's haunt, a leprechaun than a St. Patty's. So I experienced a haunt. There was a leprechaun haunt. So yeah, and like I said, tomorrow the plan is to go to MegaCon, but we will see what happens with that. Anywho, I'm almost where I gotta be at, and then I still got, fuck, it took me fucking 3.5 hours to get here. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, hopefully traffic won't be so bad, but once I get done with this, and I've got 5 minutes to get there. Once I get done with this, I'll see if I can live stream on the way back. I just might be too exhausted, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it, but we'll have another 2 hours or something live stream on the way home. No, that's okay, Kamame. I appreciate it. Same with you, Perry. I understand. You know, like I said, I didn't want to bring the podcast down, but I was trying to explain to you guys what was going on with us and why I've been like busy working nonstop and everything. I made $3,000 off of that video. More like I lost $3,000 off of that video. I appreciate it, guys. All right. Well, like I said, if I can, I'll make it back on. If not, it is what it is. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys later. I'll probably when I get home. Let's see. This should only take me like, the worst part is this is only going to take me like 15-20 minutes. Half hour tops. What a fucking day. So anyway, yeah. We'll see what happens. I may be too tired to stream on the way home. But, yeah. Keep an eye out. We got more stuff coming up. And we'll see what happens from there. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Remember, make the world a better place than they left it to us.